When a coach benches a big-name defender and hands the shirt to a player many had written off, it isn't just a selection, it's a statement. That statement landed when Hansi Flick opted to start Eric Garcia ahead of Jules Koundé, a choice that stunned parts of the Camp Nou faithful and immediately set social feeds alight. Flick explained the decision as born from form and readiness, not preference. Over the last weeks, the 24-year-old has shown something that looks less like a purple patch and more like an established evolution. Composed defending, intelligent positional reads, and sudden dangerous thrusts into the attack that have forced a rethink about where he fits best in Barcelona's backline. That change of status matters for more than shirts or matchday pride. Spanish outlets are now linking his club momentum to the possibility of a national team recall this coming September. A reminder that club form and international opportunity often feed each other. Barca Universal. For a player who last featured for La Roja in 2022, the prospect of being drawn back into Spain's plans is the kind of career jolt that can reframe a season. Suddenly, García is not only contesting minutes at Camp Nou, but also vying against Marcos Llorente, Dani Carvajal, and others for a place in the national pecking order. At Barcelona, the conversation goes further. Reports suggest there are talks to secure García on a longer deal, a move that would lock down a player who offers positional flexibility and familiarity with the club's philosophy, and who can plug multiple holes when injuries or rotation bite. Football España. For a club balancing short-term results and long-term planning, offering García continuity could be both a reward for form and a strategic hedge in the transfer market. If the club commits, it signals confidence in an internal solution rather than chasing external replacements. But the implications are tactical as much as contractual. Flick's decision to pick García over Koundé in that start tells us he values the Spaniard's ability to read play and to link defence with midfield in a way that fits the manager's immediate plan. It also forces opponents to rethink how they attack Barcelona down the right, altering match preparations and pushing other squad members to respond or risk becoming peripheral. At national level, a García call-up would force La Roja's manager to reassess systems. Would Spain keep him as a right-back, convert him inside, or use his ball-playing skills to shore up a midfield slot? Each choice reshapes selection conversations and the type of opposition Spain can handle in the coming fixtures. There is also a human angle to the story. García's trajectory, from academy hopeful to city prospect, to a returning son of Barcelona who once seemed to lack a clear path, reads like a career reclaimed. That arc gives this development emotional weight. Fans like a comeback, pundits like a narrative, and young players who are on the fringes of squads get a reminder that form can flip narratives overnight. In football, momentum is sticky. A handful of convincing performances not only wins matches, they redraw reputations, influence contract talks, and shift boardroom priorities. And we shouldn't underestimate the transfer market aftershocks. If Barcelona tie him down, rivals shift attention elsewhere. If they hesitate and other clubs smell opportunity, García's renewed visibility could attract late window interest. Either route changes the market calculations for defenders across leagues, especially given his ability to play multiple roles at a high level. The club's internal decision, extend and invest or keep options open, will be watched by sporting directors across Europe as a sign of how Barca plan to balance youth, experience, and squad depth heading into the season. For the viewer, the immediate takeaway is simple. A manager's selection can do more than shape one match. Hansi Flick's choice to pick Eric García was a tactical call that doubled as a public endorsement. And that endorsement has cleared a path to conversations about international recall, contract security, and Barcelona's defensive blueprint. Over the next weeks, keep an eye on squad sheets and international announcements. 1 or 2 starts, a steady run of form, and a twist that once seemed unlikely becomes the new normal. Whether García turns this moment into a long-term station in Barcelona's spine or simply uses it as a springboard back into La Roja, the ripple effects are already visible. In tactics, headlines, and in the urgent debates of fans and pundits alike.